Hey everyone, welcome to Learn to Play with Me, the series that's kind of off to a rough start in that I already know how to play Farming Simulator 22 because I played over 1,000 hours of Farming Simulator 19. But that's besides the point because we're going to learn together. There's always more to learn. And if you're a complete starter to the franchise, hopefully you find something useful here. So the odd thing about what I'm going to start with here is the importance of mods to Farming Simulator, the franchise in general. You get a lot of toys in the game. Tractors, plows, buckets, whatever you want. It's there. And this game, what makes it so great is that there are literally thousands of free mods that these incredibly generous mod makers put out there. And it completely makes the game. There's just so many tractors, cars, planes, feed packs, whatever you want. It's in there, and it really makes the game. To just play without mods, you're kind of missing out. You're really missing out. So, how the mods work. So if you go to DLC, these will be the mods you can choose from. These are the categories, and these are the official ones on the mod hub from Giants, the manufacturers of the game. So anything here has been, but it's gone through Giants for testing, and they put it up officially for you to download from here. So from here, it's very easy. You just find something you want. Here's the latest, and I really love this air compressor. I must have it. Install. Great. And it's installed. That's it. You have your mod. The other thing you can do is there are many websites where you can get your mods from. This is another version of the official mod hub. So what you see in that game menu is also on farming-simulator.com. And you go to mods, and these are the official mods that have been approved by Giants and put out here. The other website that I like to use, there's no shortage, you'll find many, is farmingsimulator22mods.com. Here you get all of them, even the ones that don't go through Giants. So for example, brand names, if you make a Ford pickup and you want to put that mod out there, Giants won't do that because they don't have the license to put out Ford, but people can put out Ford for free. So that's where you would see that. And the other one that I like to use is fsmods.lt, which looks like IT, but it's LT. So let's say you get one of these. I really want this. Let's go with this olive harvester. It looks fantastic. Okay. I'm going to download this. So this is the same with anything you happen to download from the websites instead of in-game mod hub. Okay. We're going to just count down here. This is riveting. What's going to come up is where you want to put the mods in order to have them work. So all you need to do on PC, for Windows, what you want to do is just go to your documents, My Games, Farming Simulator 2022, and then mods, and just save it in there. And it'll show up in the menu later on in the game. Okay, well, I'll edit this part out, obviously. Okay, we're back to the game. You notice we won't find that olive harvester in the official mod hub as it was from a different website. So let's start a new game. Career. We'll just make something new. Let's just start with medium. Choose a map. I haven't done this one, so we'll start with this. Okay, so now when you load your game file or start a new one, you see the mods that you have to choose from that you can activate, and then they will show up in game, or you can leave them unactivated and they will just kind of sit there. So if you can see, the air compressor that we got from mod hub is here waiting for us and already activated. And okay, everything's been selected. That's because it's a new game. And look, here's our olive harvester, and it's there. We could deactivate it, but we'll leave it activated. And okay, let's just start the game. Oh boy, more riveting content. This is going to be a disaster. Alright, I have my manly cowboy here. We'll just accept that. You can make whatever you want. Okay, so here we are. We're in the game. I think I have the radio on, so I will turn that off. There you go. So, let's bring up the map by hitting escape. And this is the map we're playing on. So right now we are right here, this little blinking guy. And these are all fields for sale. The different colors are the different crops here. And we can see that if we hit X, we don't own anything right now. But we're playing on medium, so we've been given generous funds. So it's up to you to buy something wherever you want to start your game. What I like to do is you want to start somewhere that comes with a basic farm setup. Oh wow. Is this ever choppy? I wonder why. How do we fix that? Alright, so the first place they've dumped us, as you can see, we haven't bought anything yet, so we don't own this, but there's this barn workshop thing set up here. And there's an actual barn here. These silos are non-functioning, but I guess they're good decorations. So let's bring up the map. So we have good starting things, some area to work. We have a barn, places to park our gear. And then we have these, if you see, I clicked on 44, and this plot of land comes with field 44, 45, 46, and the buildings all bundled together for $156,000, which is, I guess, pretty good in farming terms. And then if we come back out, we see this basket here, which is the store, which is going to be very handy because you're going to spend a lot of time driving down the road to pick up whatever farm implements you're buying at the store. You can also download a mod to just have store deliver right in front of you, but we're going to play this very basic. The only mods I've installed for this was better time scale, so you can speed up time a little faster, and manual attach because I like to manually attach things. And I threw in a versatile tractor because that's my favorite tractor company, and just anything else that I'm not thinking of. It's all very basic stuff like that. So let's go ahead and grab this area. Ding and buy. All right, we own this now. Yay! So what are our options? We can do crops, and there's many kinds of crops that we can go through on the fields here. We can do animals. So you have animal pens that you will purchase, put down on the map, and then you have your cows, and then you collect their milk, or you just sell them for cow meat. Beef, I believe it's called in some parts of the world. Pigs, chickens, things like that. Chickens are the cheapest to get started with, and I think cows are the most expensive. How this works. So you have a field, and this is how crops work. Right now, if you see, we got this pink thing on field 44, which works out to sugar beets, I think. Not sugar beets? Cotton. Okay, it's cotton. And then 45 is something, canola, and 46 is soy. You can also use grass as a crop which you plant in the field, and this is also kind of map grass, which isn't as dense. You don't collect as much as if you planted it right in the field. And from Farming Simulator 19, my favorite way to get started was actually with grass, because it's very cheap to get started. You would then mow the grass, you would then ferment the grass, which I'll explain later, and it turns into delicious silage, which cows and, I don't know, homeless people enjoy eating, I guess. And it's worth a lot more than just grass. And you would bring it down to the BGA, which is essentially like a power station, biopower station. And you would sell off your silage, or you would feed it to your own animals, or you would just sell it to a feed shop. So we're going to go with a grass silage operation just to get started. And then the next episode, we'll do some crops. Another episode after that, we'll get into animals, etc., etc. Okay, so as you can see, we own these fields. We're going to go ahead and jump into field 46 here. And I will run as fast as I can. Okay, so we got a field. Right now it's growing soybeans, but we're going to get rid of these soybeans and put in grass instead, just to show you how to start. So, boom, day one. Here I am. I'm a farmer. I got a hat, got some fields, I got a decorative silo, and a barn, and a workshop. What are you going to need? Well, of course you're going to need a tractor. Bring up the map and magic us to the store, so you don't have to watch me run down there. And here we are. This is the store for the Elm Creek map. Whatever maps you're playing will have its own store. And let's go into the shop menu. So, you're going to need a tractor to start with, definitely. I like to start with something with at least 200 horsepower, but you could easily get away with something smaller. But for me, I just find it more comfortable. So let's just go into small tractors to start with. And as you can see here, there's many different lovely small tractors to choose from with the price. And here's where you're going to want to watch the horsepower. So really, when you're getting started, it's just whatever suits your fancy. Let's see what's in medium, actually. We'll go up a size. Oh, a McCormick. It's actually kind of expensive, but I never played with a McCormick before, so we're going to hop in. All right. So this is going to be your shop menu screen. And with many, you have the options to choose colors, wheels, wheel setup. So for tractors, this is an official in-game mod, comes with the game. This was not downloaded. You can choose your wheel brand: Trelleborg, Michelin's, Continentals, Midas, BKT, Redestein, what the heck, Nokians, and back to Trelleborg. And we're going to go with Continental because it sounds fancy. Wheel setup: you got your standard wheels, your wheel weights. So what's going to happen with this is if you're pulling something heavy, you're going to kind of float with your front end. So the wheel weights keep your tractor firmly down. You can also buy weights for the front and back. Wide tires give you more traction, and they just look better. Look at these chonky boys. Woo. And you can get weights on those too. Narrow tires, if you have crop destruction on, won't destroy the crop as much when you're driving through it, which I just turn off crop destruction, but you can keep it on for realism purposes. Twin wheels, extra traction. And twin wheels all around. I'm just going to go with some basic... Oops. Wide tires, sorry. In my mind, I was looking for the word chonky. Never mind. Front loader attacher, which is quite useful at the start. Basically, it's going to be kind of like a forklift mechanism on the front of your tractor, so you don't have to buy a forklift to move heavy things. So sure, we'll put one on there with this quick company. Engine setup, well, let's just go with the biggest we can get because we have $1 million. So we're up to 240 horsepower. More than enough for your first tractor. Main color, we will leave it the normal McCormick red. Let's see if we can make this black. Oh, I like it. License plate, sure. 152 yuck, sure. That looks great. Okay, so we have our extras, and you see what they cost us. And you can lease it, which is very good for more expensive things later on. And then every day after that, you're going to be charged this per workday price afterwards. So for something, if you want to get, a $400,000 harvester later in the game, that's a little steep. You can rent it for lease it for $20,000 or whatever, and then a few thousand a day, which helps you with more affordable things. But we're going to just go buy this. Ooh, 1,000 off. Okay. Fetch it at the shop. Look at this. We got a tractor, everyone. This is ours. We can do whatever we want with it. We'll hop in. Oh, yeah. Let's see the inside. Looking good. Honk. A little soft. Remember, we got a front loader attacher, so we're gonna go to tools instead of vehicles. Front loaders. We need to buy the actual front loader arms. This one. The other ones are more powerful. Well, we need it to match. Which one matches ours? McCormick. Let's try Fent. Sure. Yeah, okay. I like that. We're going to buy this for $7,600. And then you can see that there's nothing on the front of it, so we're going to have to put something on the front of that. So we go front loader tools. And we have buckets to pick up loose things, specific forks for different things that we want to pick up, and then bale spikes for rounded bales of hay or grass or whatever we're doing, and then a pallet fork to pick up pallets of things that we may produce or purchase. Let's go with a pallet fork. Everyone needs a good pallet fork nowadays. All right. Now let me just quickly show you how to attach everything. Backwards. Go forwards. And like a glove. Okay. Normally you can just push Q right now and you would connect, but I've turned on manual attach. So I pop out, I push Q, and we're attached. Beautiful. And the car shut off. Car tractor. Now we're going to pick up this little guy down here. Nice pallet fork. I'm going to go to outside view so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Oh, I could pick it up from here. There we are. And we're back. And here's our field again. So we have a tractor. What can we do with the field now? Well, not much with just the tractor. So what are we going to need next? As I said before, we have soybeans here right now, but we're going to start from nothing. So what we're going to need first is a plow. Now, if you bring up the map, you will see you have different stages of growth and status for each field. And what we're interested in here is the soil composition. So depending on the crop, after each season, each year of growth, you might need to plow to dig into the dirt, turn it all around, and kind of refresh the soil. We need a plow. So we're going to use the plow to plow the field. Wow. Fascinating. So let's go magic back to the store. Wow, right on the doorstep. Okay. So when we go to tools, you're going to see there's plows right here. But wait, there's also cultivators, disc harrows, power harrows, subsoilers, and spaders. Basically, plows get the deepest, and they get under the soil, and you can create new fields with them, or you could just flip over the soil for the next growth. The cultivators don't go as deep as plows, so you can't make new fields with them. More shallow, and they set up the field nice and smooth to ready for planting of the next crop. And disc harrows, power harrows are all kind of another take on cultivators, and subsoilers get kind of deep like a plow, but they're a little easier to pull. Let's keep things simple. We need to buy a plow. So when you're buying your plow, you got to make sure your tractor can pull it. because they are very demanding. And so this is too much for our medium-sized tractor. That's way too much. This is the biggest plow we can afford. Should I therefore be made fun of because this was the largest plow we could afford? So we're going to buy a plow. What's the combinations? It might need a weight on the front. That combination button is useful. So we're going to take this. And as you can see, there's no customization options. This is just our plow. Got it. And you know what? Let's take up their offer for a weight on the front of our tractor. Wow. We got it matched, don't we? That's better. Okay, so here's all our gear. Ta-da. Well, we're gonna need to get rid of this bad boy. And we hop in. And we move around. Let's just make it a little easier on ourselves here. Don't worry, I'm gonna cut a lot of this and make it a little more space. There we go. Hop out. Q to attach. Hold Z to attach the hoses. Do I need to attach a PTO? No. So there we go. Lift the plow so we're not dragging it. And we can do this front way just to keep things balanced. Yeah, I seem to be stuck in my front motor. Fantastic. And are we close enough? Sure. Alright. So, this tractor's a little slow. So I'm going to edit this so you don't have to watch me barely slowly drive down the street. 50 kilometers an hour. Oh, we don't do that at a time. No. 10 laps. Yeah, you gotta speed this up. Okay, welcome back, farmers. So, we got our fresh field. We're gonna need to plow it. So, oh yeah, crop destruction is on, isn't it? Taking all this crop out. I'm really going to take the crop out. We're going to push G so that we're selecting the back tool. V to lower it. We don't need to create fields. We got this field. And then all we got to do is drag our plow. And you see how we get these. Right behind the tires, you see there's the cultivated state of the soil that is exposed as I destroy the crops by driving over. I'm also too far to the right. Then, when we actually get the plow through, we get these deeper grooves. And don't worry, you'll just automatically stop at the edge of the field magically, so we're going to continue. And this is it. This is the process. We are going to be plowing this field. Now, let's say even though you bought a game where you play as a farmer, you decide it's too tedious to be a farmer. That's when you hire the AI worker. What's great about AI workers is a lot of times they're not that bright. And when you come back after working on something else, you'll find out that they are upside down in a tree. But I think you can't get into too much trouble here. So, as an example, also you have to pay your workers. I know, it sucks. We're going to hire an AI worker with H. And there he goes. He's going to plow for us and get this field ready. And we're done. So, let's take a look at our field, freshly plowed. Are we ready to plant seeds? Well, we could, but thanks to FS22, we now have rocks on our field that we dug up with our plow. And this will likely damage any seeding. So, we're going to have to, one more quick step, remove these stones. Bring up our map. We'll save the game first. And you can see our field does not need plowing, which is good. And it's been fertilized by tilling the soil. And there's no weeds because we just fixed everything over. So we have our freshly plowed field ready to go. But all these dots show that we have a stone issue. So I'm going to magic to the shop. Back into tools. And looky here, we got stone pickers. I don't think they're very horsepower intensive. No, this one is. So we have a 2 meter one, a 2.4 meter one, and a 5.5 meter one. I'm going to lease this one just because it's the widest and we can get done fastest. So for a lease, the base cost of this, per working hour, per work day, first day is going to cost us $26.52. Sure, why not? We're only going to use it for the day, and we have $1 million. Hey, here's our stone picker. And, oh yeah, this thing. What? Who knocked over my front loader? Okay, we're going to need to get this back to the farm. I could drive over with the tractor, but let's just treat ourselves. We're going to go into vehicles. We're going to go to car. And we're going to get a Tundra. Or a Hilux. This is a definitely outside mod. Not official by Game Hubs. And let's, yeah, we're going to want trailer hitch. We're going to want it as big as possible. Street wheels, sure. Car colors. Yeah, that works for me, actually. Oh, you don't say. Okay, now we're ready. I'll take this, thank you. Let's just round it to 50. Keep a little something extra for yourself. Hello, gorgeous. Pop inside. Yeah. All right. Just back up, attach this, and pull it down the road. Gonna check for other cars. Oh yeah, much faster than a tractor. Dave and Buster's Toyota Hilux, fantastic. Here we are. That was a lot faster. Detach. Let's move this beautiful machine over to here. Okay, let's get rid of these stones.
Find the videos you want to watch, and Blockbuster Video enforces your wishes.